Hello everyone, Ashes48 here, and today I'm working on my game. I've added an achievements menu, which I thought that would be a fun little, sort of a little mini game to add within my game. And it's sort of an object, a hidden object type uh, achievements, you know. So once you find a certain amount of one thing, I can let me load it up here. I don't want to show you the screen. I don't want to show you what the achievements are yet, but um, I'll just say items in the. So I added this to the main menu. Did the hover over, but I finally got the two check marks to work. It was a pain in my butt. Um, so for each item, like the first one here is 3 items that you had to find, and it adds a number. It adds a. I'll say a rock. So um, once you click on this one rock, it adds a number to rock 1. And once you click on the second rock, it adds a number to rock 2. And the third one, rock 3. And once all 3 of those are have a number variable to them, once each one has 1 added to it, the check mark pops up. And that means you found all 3. Same thing for the next one, and the next one, and the next one, you know. Now I'm going to add more achievements. I only have 3 right now. I'll probably add maybe 6, I'm thinking. Also updated my little menu. Did all this little graphics around the border, the bottom part anyway. And that's working. So, and the way I can see it is without actually playing the game is I add the keys in, like it's like a cheat. I can add these in. So if I take out, um, I do have to figure out one thing. Is like if I take out I may have to add something else in. So if I take this very first one out, it's rock 1. I'm just going to say rock 1. Uh, I got to see if it still shows the second item. So let me check that really quick. It probably won't. There'll be no check marks. Yeah. So there's something I have to do here, or else jump to item 2. Okay, so um, let me see if that works. Now I'm going to have to blur all of this. I'm sorry, because I can't show you the items. I don't want to show you the items. Okay, so that worked. Okay, awesome. And that's it, pretty much. It's a lot to go through to get these to jump back and forth to check to see if you have the right amount of items to have those check marks pop up. I will have to blur the words, you know, because I don't want you to see what the items' names are, and that would just kind of spoil it. But I did want to, you know, just show that I added this in there in my little vlog, I suppose. And I've been adding stuff to that menu also. Now I still have to add some more parts to the game, a couple more scenes again, and a couple more characters. So it's still, you know, still working on that too. But I did. Oh, I've said this twice, but I've updated my menu, my save load menu, so hopefully it works. I still have to compile it and try that out on the smaller laptop and also on this laptop. But I just added the extra graphics in, added a credit scene. I can't remember if I said anything about that yet. Got that in here. So I'm going to have all the credits for the people that's done the voices and links to their YouTube channel. You just click on the name and it'll pop up a link. So I thought that'd be kind of neat. And let's see, been working on some sounds and adding little things in there. But I need to get back to work on some of the scenes and try to finish up the main story, and then I can just go through and like this rock here, you know, add these little hot spots in for to click on. Um, I need to do that too. But again, I have to keep it at a certain limit. I can't overdo it. If I overdo it, the levels don't load, and that's a visual novel. Uh, uh, what's it called? Electron problem. It's not really what I'm doing. It's just I'm adding too much for it to load in. Right now, my game's at about. It was up to 4.5 gigabytes, I think. But I went through and optimized the characters, and now it's down to about 3.8 gigabytes, I think, something like that. I won't show that right now, but yeah. So I've optimized it a little bit better. Shrinking those 4K characters down to 1080, 1920 by 1080, saves a lot on memory, and it helps the game load quicker, and hopefully it'll help it on this smaller Samsung laptop, to be more playable. And let's see what happens. I think that's about all for today. I've been working on this for a few days here, adding this stuff in. But I need to get back to work on the main story and tie everything together. That'll take me a little bit longer, so I'm trying to do this small stuff first. The game's at about, I want to say 95% ish. It's hard to come up with a percentage because sometimes I take steps forward and then sometimes I take steps back. So it's around the 90s. I'm getting closer. So hopefully it will be finished soon. I don't have. Sometimes I don't have a lot of time to work on it, and sometimes I can't work on it. I can't do it. It's like, okay, I got to do something else for a little while. Take a little break on it so that I don't burn myself out on it. I tried to add in a cursor to the game. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but unfortunately I cannot use the cursor. For some reason, when you save and load your game, where to put the cursor at? It's in here. Yeah. So I did have this neat little dagger. Let me save that and play it here. I can show you what it looks like anyway. But for some reason, when you save and load from the menu, the entire cursor just disappears altogether. You point the end of the dagger where you want to go. But for some reason, yeah, when I go to save my game and then reload it, the cursor completely disappears. I don't know what happens to it. It erases the image, and then it doesn't pop back up the Windows cursor like you see here. You're just completely no cursor at all, which that will not work. So I had to take that back out. That's something to do with this visual novel maker, I think, or maybe where it's deleting images after each scene. I think that might be the issue, but there's no way I can really fix that. So for now, I have to use the Windows cursor when you're playing the game, which is fine. And I was trying to think of anything else I've been adding in. Can't really think right now. But I have to work tonight to have some guests coming, so I gotta go do that in about an hour here. Get started. So really appreciate you watching. Give a like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time.